What if I told you that a person earning $50,000 a year could actually be wealthier than a person earning $100,000 a year if the latter lacks financial discipline? Personal finance is a lot easier to manage than most people think. The wealthy people are no better than you, but they know how to manage their finances. This is why financial literacy is extremely important, and here are 10 of my personal finance lessons that totally changed my life. Let's dive in. This should be pretty straightforward. There are 2 ways to make money in our modern world. The first way to earn an income is by working for yourself or working for someone else. The other way to grow your fortune is by investing in assets that will increase in value over time. You can invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, options, futures, gold, silver, real estate, business, or just about anything that generates money. This is important because your savings account simply won't be enough. Of course, saving money is extremely important, but it's just a part of the entire story. Investing is by far the most effective way to put your money to work, which will then help you build wealth. If you're smart with your investing, it will allow you to outpace inflation and increase your net worth. You could also use the power of compounding to your advantage. Compounding happens when an investment generates earnings or dividends, which are then reinvested. These earnings and dividends then generate their own earnings. Easy as that, but only if you start as early as possible. Alternatively, if you want to invest in more volatile assets, then cryptocurrencies are another great investment tool. But keep in mind that cryptocurrencies are extremely volatile, and they do not have any intrinsic value, so it's just a huge gamble. Most people are so busy investing in assets that create cash flow, but they tend to forget themselves. It's no secret that when it comes to investments, one of the best things that you can do is invest in yourself. But oftentimes, we don't prioritize ourselves when you only care about money. Investing in yourself will boost your confidence in your abilities, and you'll also have a positive impact on your self-esteem. Investing in yourself will make sure that you become a more experienced, well-rounded person through different tasks, working on your goals, and just about anything that you want to do. There is no point in having a lot of money if you cannot enjoy the fruits of your hard work. There's a lot of negativity surrounding the use of credit cards. But what most people don't know is the fact that credit cards are one of the best financial tools that you could use to your advantage if you know how to play the game right. Most people tend to use credit cards irresponsibly, which is why it gets a bad reputation. Credit cards come with a lot of rewards too, because banks want you to use them more. There are several credit cards that provide bonus points for certain categories of spendings, like gasoline, groceries, or restaurants. But the reason why I am recommending you to use a credit card is to improve your credit score, because this is by far one of the best ways to improve your credit score, and good credit scores will open many doors, especially if you want to take loans. But never buy the things that you cannot afford unless and until you really need it. Credit cards fall in the category of good debt if you know how to use it wisely. Consistency is one of the most underrated traits when it comes to achieving financial success in life. Being consistent means that you're dedicating yourself to your goals by staying totally focused on things and activities to achieve your financial goals. But consistency does not come easy. It requires a long-term commitment from you, and it also involves sustained effort in doing actions repeatedly, even if you receive no rewards in return. Discipline, responsibility, and accountability are all parts of staying consistent. When it comes to our life, nothing is certain. There may be days when you're struggling to pay your bills or some unexpected expenses, let's say a medical bill, especially if you don't have insurance. That's when you will realize the benefit of having an emergency fund. Most experts suggest having a liquid fund that is enough to help you survive at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. The 50-30-20 rule is the best way of setting up your budget, where 50% of your income is for you to pay for things that you need. 30% can be allocated for discretionary spending on things that you want rather than you need, and the rest 20% should go to savings or reducing debt. But hey, you can be flexible with the percentages depending on your income sources. That brings me to the next point. But make sure to subscribe to our channel for more finance-related content just like this one, and turn on post notifications so that you always get notified about all future videos. Nothing lasts forever. At least, that's exactly what the COVID-19 pandemic taught us. Most people without multiple streams of income suffered during the pandemic when they lost their only source of income. The concept of having multiple streams of income is pretty simple. Creating multiple sources of income will allow you to have various cash flow sources. That way, you will always have something to fall back on. With multiple sources of income, you will reach your financial goals a lot quicker, live a more comfortable life, and it will also help you pay off debts a lot faster. When you ask anybody about what is the most valuable thing that they have, they might talk about their huge mansions or their expensive cars, and nobody will mention about time. There is a saying that time is what we want most, but we use it the worst way possible. And I think that is very self-explanatory. You never know how much time you have, yet you still waste it. We all have our own definitions of success. But when it comes to my personal finance, my definition of financial success will depend on how productive and effective I am. None of that is possible if you don't realize that the time you have right now is your most valuable asset. You need to prioritize your time to enjoy financial freedom. You should also let others know that your time is valuable so that they don't end up wasting yours. Most people tend to live a lavish life, even though they simply cannot afford it. You can pretend to be rich while you're broke, but not for long. The rich people, on the other hand, pretend that they are broke, even if they can afford almost everything. You need to live below your means if you really want to achieve financial freedom. This will also help you stay out of debt, which means you can save money for unexpected expenses. You also need to track your income and expenditure. More importantly, it's okay to live a frugal lifestyle, but make sure you don't spend less money on important things. Another secret formula of all successful people is delayed gratification. People who learn to manage their need to be satisfied in the moment tend to do better in their careers, relationships, health, and finances than people who are more into instant gratification. It's extremely hard to have delayed gratification in today's times because we are constantly bombarded with all the tools that will give us instant gratification. Choosing to have something now might feel extremely good, but making the effort to have discipline and manage your impulses to get bigger results and better rewards in the future will take you to a place that is much better than what you are in today. Over time, delayed gratification will improve your self-control, and it will ultimately help you achieve your long-term goals a lot faster. Most people tend to forget the importance of mindset when it comes to dealing with personal finance. There are so many poor people with the right mindset, but they are financially poor due to circumstances. With a rich mindset, you will realize that the first goal is to gain a surplus of resources, then use that surplus to accelerate things, whether it be education or business. If you have a rich mindset, you would spend your time, resources, and energy on work that will pay off long after the effort has been invested. With a rich mindset, you will be able to build a lot of momentum and create systems that continue to generate monetary benefits all on their own. With a rich mindset, you will seek to build relationships that are based on trust, shared values, and mutual respect. I get it. Personal finance can be quite a difficult and long journey for those people who do not know how to crack the code. You will make a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but from these mistakes, you will have more opportunity to learn if you're serious about taking your financial game to the next level.